Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today, as part of the fun video hop, the 12 stories of Christmas, or December, the 12 stories, that I'm playing along with a lot of my lovely scrappy friends. That was started by Becky from My Creative Life. I'm here to talk about how I record my December. I wanted to talk about, because I know I'm not the only one that really can't wrap her head around or get a full December daily every single day done. In fact, I don't think that every single year my life warrants a December daily. Much of what I do and what we do as a family is the same from year to year, with some of our traditions repeating, some new ones every once in a while. Or even, in all honesty, a December documented, which I also tried. I think the thing for me is my schedule and what I do just doesn't lend itself to something to be done every single year. So I started with good intentions. I started in 2012 with Journal Your Christmas by Shamel. And what I actually did get done that year, I did journal every single day. And I'm quite happy and proud about that, because I just took this little book, decorated the cover, and I followed the prompts, and I did manage to journal every single day. But I did not get a lot of pages done. I started with all the good intentions, and in 2012, which is the first year I registered for Journal Your Christmas, I did get the manifesto done. Wrote my manifesto out here on the computer, used a little doily, cute little stamp that I colored in, and did some stamping here, and used some enamel dots and gems as some lights. So I got that done in the first year, in 2012, and I got maybe a few pages done. So then in 2013, I joined December Daily Inspiration Group, Anything Goes, on Facebook, and in fact, I helped administer it, that group, that year. And I got a few extra cards done, and some 3x4 cards, and a few extra layouts. And then when I started looking at it all, I realized that really what would work best for me, and therefore what I've adopted since then, is a December Christmas generic album, which means I took all these lovely pages that I did. Some of them that were very, very specific to a year have gone into my yearly album, as this one did. And then I took an album which I add to every single year, either with a couple of things for that year, or a new tradition, or simply because I hadn't recorded that tradition yet, which is what you saw on day one, on December 1st of this lovely project, when I recorded the shortbreads. And then there are things that come back year to year, which I only need to record once, but seeing the beautiful layout reminds me of it from year to year. And then some other pages, like perhaps the first snowfall or that kind of thing, which I will add to every single year. So today I'm going to show you a few of the pages that I have done in that album and explain what category they fit into. And then somewhere along the line, in this lovely collaboration, I will try and do another share. So without further ado, here we go. Now you see, I hope leaving these in the page protector doesn't put too much glare, I'm kind of hoping. But so here you go. So in this particular one, I don't actually even remember which year this was. I think it might have been 2 or 3 years ago, but I did it on the 5th of December. And what I recorded here is making presents. So every year for the young team, my young team at work, I make a little trinket present that on the 24th, because we work on the 24th, Christmas is our biggest season. I work in my nephew's Italian gourmet food shop and pastry shop, so you can imagine. So on the 24th, we are in very, very early in the morning, and tradition has it that I make a little trinket gift for everyone that I put on the counter, and they serve themselves. And I always make a few extra for my mom and some other family members. So this particular year, I made a notebook. I just took one of these lovely little notebooks and made some covers for them. And of course, my Chopin figures, as he does in my life, and as you've seen him often, he figures in a lot of my pages because he loves it when I scrap and do crafts, and he's always up on my table. So you see, this I don't really need to record every single year, but sometimes it would be fun to just maybe record the different gifts with a photo. So I'll be adding to that with a photo of some of the little trinkets that I have done in other years. Then another fun little item to record about December is wrapping the gifts with my Santa's Little Helper. So here is yet again Chopin the Elf, who is right front and center when I am wrapping the gifts. So you see, here is one example of what made me realize that I really only needed a generic album, because I actually made this layout in 2012. You can see I have here some very some older supplies. I think this is actually some Beloved Basic Gray that might be here. These little snowflakes, oh golly, these little snowflakes, I just used a punch. My lovely alpha beans that are here as well, and some journaling. And here I used a border punch. So a lot of the stuff on this is very, actually there's not a lot. I've bought most of the little embellishments. I realized back in 2012 I was making a lot of my own little embellishments. So there you go. And then if I turn this one over, now you see Christmas 2013, I did exactly the same thing. Now, I don't think at that particular time I realized I was doing exactly the same thing, but here you go. Here I am wrapping presents. Here is my little helper, perfect helper. So I recorded exactly the same thing. So I don't think you're going to call it a tradition that my little kitty cat here, oh my, he was kind of tiny in 2013. I think the only reason that I would actually make extra photos every single year is to record the widening of my little kitty. Anyway, so here you go. This is Xmas 230 Helper. Here I put a lovely little wood veneer, which is some presents, some cat wood veneers, some cork. I'm not even sure where these papers all come from. I know that these lovely doilies are something I got from Nancy Sinclair, Kitty Scrapper. When she started making videos, I won her very first giveaway. And I know this comes from that. So this is another reason, this is one of the reasons why I decided that I really just needed a generic album. And there is Chopin agreeing and telling you how anxious he is to wrap gifts this year. Then this is another fun little thing. I hate Christmas shopping. I love my friends and family. I love getting them the presents that are on their list and they want, but I hate shopping with a passion. So I choose a morning. Generally, it's a Thursday morning because the shops are really not very busy. Wednesday or Thursday morning, I get to the shopping center. When it opens, I have my list. And I even plan which door of the shopping center I'm going to go in and then and so that I can follow a trail of the stores and go back out with the least amount of walking through crowds in the shopping center. And Chopin is very vocal today. He loves Christmas. And I get everything done, and I do the shopping one day, and if I didn't get it, I'm sorry, all my loved ones, you ain't getting it. And my reward for getting everything done is a nice little Christmas martini. So here again, you see I recorded this in 2013, and then in 2014, really the only difference is I did an Instagram post where I put, dear loved ones, I love you and I love Christmas, but I hate Christmas shopping. So if I was not able to get it today, you ain't getting it. The martini is medicinal. Love, Mo. And this was Christmas 2014. So yet again, you see, repetition, but there are a lot of things that are missing. So I will not be redoing this, but every year I will probably be posting something on Instagram, or this will remind me when I go do my shopping every single year that I pick one morning and I get it all done. And everybody receives an email or a text a few days before to make sure they get me their list. And if they don't get me what they want on their list, then it's buyer's choice. Beware. There you go. And then this one, this is part of the Journal Your Christmas, and I did this one in 2012, where I think it's very early on the 4th or the 5th of December, Chamel talks about presents and some of the best presents we ever got. There you go, the gift on the 4th of December from childhood. And this was, I don't know if you can see it, but this was this lovely little red cash register I got from my granddad. So I recorded that. Now this I may be doing a few more. This is a layout that I did. This is from 1961 where I got my doll, and this doll accompanied me through childhood, teen years. I had that doll, I think, until maybe, not even 10 years ago when she really disintegrated. Yes, Chopin, what do you want, sweet boy? I'm almost done. So there you have it. You see, a generic album where I can add to it every single year. Go watch my friends. I'm going to go take care of my little kitty, and I will see you again soon. And he just bit my ankle. Bye for now.